Hi everyone, I hope you are all doing well. Thank you all so much for being here, and thank you all so much for your positive energy exchanges. I really appreciate each of your comments, likes, shared, saved. Thank you all so much. And yes, I am really still in the process of reading your comments. Yeah, because I have my 9 to 5 work, and then I do this passion of mine, like doing this, giving these messages. So just that's why it's taking me time to read your messages but and your comments as well. So I really appreciate you. I want you to know that. And yes, we're just gonna use like it's been like a while now that I've been thinking to use this set of tarot cards. It's called the Tattoo Tarot. Is it the Tattoo Tarot? Yeah. So we're gonna use this card. Look how beautiful it is. And that's 0101. Look at the diamond there. I've been seeing diamonds, so that could be really significant to you. Yes, diamonds. Like, it's just a reminder as well that you are really multifaceted, you are multi-talented, and yeah, I think that's really the main message there. And that's 123. Okay, let's use this one, and later on I'm gonna use this is one of the very first oracle cards that I got, and that's 133. And speaking of three, this is the, what is this one called, Jesus answers. Let me just get the, it's called the loving words of Jesus. So if, of course, if you resonates with these messages, of course, and please do take it as how it resonates with your situation. Of course, it's really about the message, that whatever the message come, well, that message that will come out from this. And that's auto too. Okay, let's start then. And also there's about shell. Yeah, this is a selenite crystal shell. I have another one. I'm still, I don't know where I put it, because when I'm traveling I always bring that one and this one. So yeah, it will come back to me. And also I've been seeing shell. Oh, that reminds me, two cards literally drop on the tingsha. I used it before I did my prayers and meditation prior to recording this reading. So let's just do the cleansing and protection of this reading actually. Wow, two cards. Okay, look what's coming out here. We have the Temperance and the Two of Swords. Look at how beautiful this set of tarot cards really have a beautiful art in this. Temperance. I think you've been learning about being patient. Like, yeah, I know. Like some of you are like, okay, for how long? I really understand that. And that's 333. And again, if you had seen my previous readings for the past maybe 2 months, uh 333 has been coming up, and if on 345, so there's really progression as well. So that when you add 333, of course it's equals to 9. It still comes down to this year. In the human timeline, we still have few weeks less than 2 months, isn't it? So yeah, temperance, and there's really that angelic protection here as well. And you are just, especially when it comes to emotions like this, there's just really that how do you say that one, balancing that emotions in that sense. Like, you're able to do that. And I'm getting here that everything is working out in your favor. At first it may not seem like that, but now I think you're starting to notice it, or it's more visible now to you that everything has, and it's 444, has been working out in your favor. The angels, yeah, there's really like angelic support here on your ancestors as well. And Two of Swords, I, yeah, this what I'm thinking is it's about like overthinking. So there are moments that you could be overthinking, choosing between two, and something like delicate. Like look at this rose, and look at that rose. Rose is there. I just literally bought these beautiful roses yesterday, uh, and I was just meditating with them before I started the reading. And look at what's emphasizing there. So you like that beautiful rose, but it doesn't matter what gender. Oh, we're talking about energy here, okay? So you might feel like what I'm getting here is like in those you're also like literally being covered and protected from the harshness around you, harsh energy around you. That's what I'm getting here. You could be dealing with two or more options, some of something, and you could have really took those paths and tried to do those things, and that's 0606, and it did not work out. And feeling that warm energy now, yeah, it did not work out, and you feel like you regret about, you had this regret maybe, or feeling guilt, but it's just really to remind you that stop that overthinking, because that was really the only, it was meant to happen that way. And of course it's working out in your favor because you know now which path to go. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it's such quite deep start. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Okay, that just relieved you. Okay, speaking of things working out in your favor, or has been working out in your favor, 9 of coins. Oh my goodness. And look at that emphasis of the flower in the center again. You are blossoming, actually. You are blossoming into whatever your soul is meant to do. That's really aligned with your soul purpose. And the 717, oh my goodness, I've been seeing that number, angel number, since yesterday, like 1717, 717. Yeah. And 9 of coins, so that's the 9 of pentacles. You are also seeing your wishes, your prayers, your manifestations blooming in that sense. Or yeah, what's this manifestation actually? Let's try just check. But of course it can vary from like how this, excuse me, it's really quite a lot. Okay, let's just get this bunch of cards here because it's just like they came out as a group. Wow. And that's 08, 08. Okay. Okay. The sun. I'm just gonna cover them. They're quite covered with cloth or something, but I just cover them. Look at how beautiful is that. The sun. And there's like yeah, I would say just more of the masculine and feminine energies here. And that's 19. And look at how golden, the emphasis of the golden sun in there. Now what I'm getting here is twins. Oh, that reminds me, I've been seeing twin children, actually twin, especially twin buggy. But there's really a sense of soul partnership in here. It's quite deep in a sense that it has something to do with the two souls purpose. Like you can do greater things together, but please do take it as how it resonates, okay? And that's 0909. So it could be any partnership, but there's really a strong emphasis. Why? Because I've been seeing the lovers cards when I was shuffling the cards earlier many times, and that's 919. Speaking of 19 in this card, and let's just say this really represents the divine overseeing, protecting you, both of you, in your separate journey until you merge in that one path. Okay, let's take, yeah, 8 of swords here. Now going back to the overthinking, 8 of swords, but I would say there was just like some obstacles in your path. But look at the star. Let's take this card as a positive message in a sense, like there you outshined, yeah, like the star, you outshine those obstacles. And this, it's kind of mirrored your journey in this person's journey as well. You mirror each other in that sense. Oh my goodness, I just mentioned earlier, like there's really soul partnership here, because this card also came out while I was shuffling the cards earlier. Two of Cups. Like, look at that card. How, no, in both ways you can have the heart and the cup, and the heart and the cup. So this is really just to emphasize that this is just more than a relationship in the, in, you know, in a shallow, in a sense, like physical relationship. It's really deep, like there's lots of emotions in here, and this has been promised to you both since you were a child. Yeah, so you might, yeah, when it comes to things that were not working out, it could, and that's 1111. And yeah, thank you for this message. I'm just looking at the airplane. Yeah, I can see the airplane here from my window. Yeah, so it was promised to you, you will not even know it. That's why if you think like, even relationships, especially relationships that did not work out in the past but still they served their purpose, and that's 1133, because they prepared you for this, to, you know, to have that, how would I say, to have that discernment of what's real and not, and what's meant for you as well, or who. Queen of Cups, speaking of emotions, how beautiful is that? Yeah, and again, please do take it as how it resonates, and of course we're talking about your energies. So I think if you are, like, let's say in gender wise, like male or female, it's really touching on your feminine side, because you both have the feminine and masculine energy. And look at the heart here again. Yeah, I think you are just in that, you are ready, in a sense that you have really a lot of moments, spending moments with yourself, and you know what works for you, you know what path to take. Of course you're not really like 100% sure, because there's divine timing as well, but you are just ready when this is happening. And what's gonna happen? Wheel of Fortune, look at that, how beautiful is that one. Speaking of things are working out in your favor, yeah, look at, there's like if you have noticed here, the animals, the mystical animals here, like I think you have hope in the in, like we'll say, like animal spirits. And look at that dog, that reminded me yesterday, this dog was just really running so quick towards me. I was walking along the canal, and it's 1333, you know, like it seems like that dog was mine, like really excited to come to me. Yeah, that kind of sense. And in any given situation, it's always working out in your favor, and there's really something about huge blessing that's coming to you. And look at that one. We started with the Queen of, was it the Queen of Pentacles we got in the verb? Oh no, I saw the Queen of Pentacles while I was shuffling the cards actually. And then look at that one, the King of Coins. That's the King of Pentacles. Yeah, where is that one? The I showed it to you earlier, wasn't it? Okay, but here it's really a sense, like speaking of partnership. Look at the diamond. There's really an emphasis here. I'm seeing like a literal ring actually. So please do take it as how it relates to your situation. Of course, I'm seeing a ring, a diamond ring as well. So it could be like, of course, an engagement ring, or that's kind of, if we think about relationship actually. I think that's it for the tarot cards, and let's get some messages from, where is that one? No, here. let's get some messages from the loving words of Jesus. And let's get the 3 from this. He's been saying like 333. Oh, okay. How many came out together? 2. Says, look at that picture. It really looks autumn colors of the trees there if you live in a 4-season country, of course. But yeah. Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Yeah, I think this is like literal rest, of course. And if you had seen the affirmations that I recently posted, rest was also being emphasized in there. And that's 1555. Yeah, making it a routine, part of your routine. Takes time for you to rest. You know, like you had come so far, you had come from a lot of battles, spiritual warfares, and of course you deserve this rest from all those inner work, and that was 1616 that you did. And that's the thing, you spent, like I said, time solitude, but you also spent that time with your guides. And like me, like how I see it, like I always, like the way I say it, spending time alone, that is just my perspective. Spending time with God, with Jesus, like even Jesus had to go away for time with him, with God, to pray and just to rest as well. So this is the next one here. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. I think that you are this type of kind of person that is really humble. uh I mean, you have accomplished a lot, and that's 1717, but you always, of course, like what it says here, give glory to God or to whoever you believe has been helping you, both in this physical realm and in the spiritual realm as well. And let's take this card. Yeah. According to your faith, be it unto you. And that's, look at the number there, 929. Because I've been seeing that number actually. Yeah, so look at that. There's a sheep there, and look at the fish. Fish is like very abundant. I was just literally had some fried fish, which I cooked last night. Yeah, so there's also like, you were speaking of diamond and the fire here, like there's also like you were purified by fire in that kind of sense. And of course there's like the healing sea water there, and look at the sun, it's so golden, just so beautiful. And look at this, just so calm and really really peaceful. Yeah, so I think that's all for now, and I hope this helps. And thank you again for being here, and take care. I'll see you in the next reading.